Dear fellow property owners, dear friends, partners, prospective clients, the purpose of this recording is to give you an update on the state of the rental market at the end of 2024 and offer our opinion about what's lying ahead. So, what we would like to cover today, take a look back at 2024, talk about the current situation and our prediction of what we expect to see in the rental market in 2025. Speak a little bit about our approach, about how we are putting you as our clients in a position where you succeed, and a little update about our company. Now, what happened in terms of legislation in 2024? Nothing. It was great. No new restrictive laws were passed during 2024, so the legislation was very stable. There are talks for 2025 about some legislators trying to nix no cause evictions whatsoever, even the first year of tenancy. So we'll see what comes. Nothing has passed yet. Allowable rent increase for 2025 was set at 10% again. So the formula to calculate it is 7% plus consumer price index, aka inflation, capped at 10%. If your property is a new construction property, meaning that the certificate of occupancy was received 15 years ago and less, then your property is exempt from the allowable rent increase limit. But for example, if it's in the city of Portland, it's still subject to the Portland Mandatory Relocation Assistance Program. Now, what are the rental market conditions at the end of 2024? First, let's take a look at the cycles. Very high level. Phase one of the market cycle is recovery phase. That's when no new construction is happening. The demand for rental housing is rising. Rents are going up. Phase two, expansion. That's where a lot of new construction happens because the builders, they see an opportunity, start building houses. Rents are still going up. New properties are hitting the market. At some point, there is an equilibrium. That's when the demand and supply are in balance. And from that point, hypersupply happens. Phase three. That's when we have actually more rental housing than people living or willing to live in those houses. That's where we see rents going down, incentives being offered. Phase four, which is recession, more completed rental housing projects hit the market. No new construction is happening. Rents flatten, hit the bottom, and that's when the recovery phase starts again. Let's look at the trends. What we see in both markets that we serve, which is Portland Metro and what we call Corvallis Metro Market, that encompasses Corvallis, Albany, Philomath, Monmouth. So in the single family rental segment in Portland Metro, you can see that the rent at 2023 was lower than 2024. Taking into account inflation, we can call it relatively flat, relatively same. In the apartment segment, these graphs are for 1 bed, 1 bath apartment and 2 bed, 1 bath apartments. You can see that the rent in 2023 on average was higher than in 2024. That shows us that we have more supply than demand, and people, landlords, property managers, investors are reacting to the situation. There's a downward pressure on rent. In Corvallis Metro, the single family houses rented slightly at a higher cost than in 2023, though it was comparable. And it was comparable to 2023. We see that the rents were relatively flat too, even based on our experience. And for the multifamily segment in Corvallis Metro, also relatively same prices in 2023, 2024. So overall, rents have stayed relatively flat or declined slightly year over year, counting in inflation. Especially, we've seen the biggest drop into multifamily in Portland Metro. This data shows our leasing data uh, based on tenant turner information that we have collected over the last 2 years. It shows data on the left hand side from 2023, and on the right is 2024. The green curve shows pre-qualified leads per advertised property in our portfolio. And the green straight line shows the trend. You can see it's declining. The orange curve shows showings for advertised properties. Also, the trend goes downward. Applications is the purple one, and it's pretty much parallel with the other two. What this graph shows us that year over year from 2023 to 2024, the demand is slowing down. It's decreasing a little bit. So where are we in the rental market cycle? We believe that for single family in both markets and multifamily in Corvallis, we are in the recession phase. Rents are flat, going down a little bit. Demand is still decreasing a little bit. We believe we are in the recession phase. In Portland Metro for multifamily, we believe we're still in the hyper supply phase. A lot of new construction hitting the market, and as you saw in those graphs, the rents are actually going down. The summary, we're in recession phase. How long we stay there depends on the larger macroeconomic situation. We expect the rents in 2025 to stay relatively flat again, and we expect incentives being heavily used, especially in multifamily. That means move-in credits, that means free rent or part of the rent to attract people to live in the properties. So what is the strategy that we see being implemented in next year? Tenant retention. We want to keep tenants that pay rent on time, treat your property well, because it is much more cost efficient for you to keep good people at your property rather than try to attract new ones in this market. So here's our strategy. The bullet points in the black is what we have already talked about last year. Of course, we gotta take care of maintenance quickly, efficiently, because that's the number one reason people actually leave. Allow pets. We offer our pet damage guarantee to protect your interests while allowing people to live at their rentals with pets. 70% of today's renters do have pets. We offer resident benefits packages to the tenants, which bring them extra service, bring you as the property owner the additional benefit of them being motivated to stay and pay rent on time at no extra cost to you. We offer tailored lease renewals. We always try to steer people to fixed term year extensions, which are incentivized by better conditions rather than if they choose to take no action, go month to month. That way we steer them by offering a higher rent increase. We have a vacancy elimination program, of course. We're being proactive We start advertising your properties at the moment when we get the 30-day notice from the tenants, and we deploy our systems to make showings happen with a goal of having a new tenant signed up even before the old one leaves. Now, we added an extra step in 2024 to react to the conditions of the market. Once we get a 30-day notice, we call and reach out to the departing tenant and see if there is anything that we can do uh, to keep them at your property if they're good. Perhaps it's a situation that's unsolvable, outside of our control. They're moving to a different state, they're moving in with their significant other, but maybe the rent increase, if there was any, was just a little bit too much. So in that case, we are willing to negotiate to keep them in, because we know it is better for you to maybe compromise rather than have 3-4 weeks vacancy period. Laser focused advertising, or of course at Zillow, Trulia, Hotpants, and 40 other different smaller websites. We're at all the right places. What we added in 2024 is 360-degree walkthroughs to our ads, which put us in much better position on Zillow, and doesn't cost you anything extra. We utilize our move-in inspection reports, and people can see your unit being advertised on Zillow in 360-degree views, which is pretty cool. We also added an extra step on following up with every lead via phone, text, and email. So everybody who expresses interest in our vacant units gets these forms of communication with us. We try really hard to schedule people to view our properties, and we follow up after those viewings. We have to really fight for every lead these days, given the conditions of the market. The times when people stood in line just to apply to your property are gone. We are in the phase of the market where we at, and we gotta adjust our strategy. So this is the way we are doing it. We also implemented, again at no cost to our clients, move-in concierge, making it easier for tenants to move in. Once they sign a rental agreement, they have to switch utilities to their name, and this service at no extra cost helps them set up utilities in their name, and it helps us track compliance. And we also developed a welcome home experience for our new tenants, and we created a friendly video that explains all our processes in a nutshell. We have a special app for tenants, making it easy to pay rent, to request maintenance, to submit documentation to us. So we are trying really hard to be proactive to make it easier and more user-friendly for our tenants. That's how we are serving our clients, you property owners, with with our strategy of tenant retention. A little bit about our company. We have grown again next year, which is great to see, and I thank you, our clients, for your trust. We continue building our company on these 3 core values: integrity, care, and quality. Always do the right thing. Show that we care about the people that we deal with, whether it's owner clients or whether it's tenants or even our team. And quality, should to do everything right the first time. We specialize in managing single family and small multifamily unfurnished properties for periods of time of 1 year and more. And we serve owner clients who seek management and expert advice, who want to keep their properties well maintained and profitable at the same time, and who trust us as the experts to achieve their goals. Currently, we manage 580 units in both markets, in Corvallis Metro and Portland Metro. Our team consists of 20 people located in the United States and around the world, and we always try to continue improve our processes and service to you. Here are technology affiliations and affiliations with significant professional organizations. We are always trying to be on the forefronts of of the industry. We just attended a conference in Austin 2 weeks ago, learning about the new trends, talking to the industry leaders because we want to provide you with great service. A little bit about our team, just so you can put the name to the face. Here's the Corvallis team. Lance is our regional manager, Lance Richards, and Edison is his assistant. She helps him with mailing, scanning receipts. We have an exciting news for you that we're gonna reveal in January about a new person who we hired for the Corvallis team. Our maintenance team: Dana, David, Cedar, Jason. Matt is our inspector, and Paulo is our maintenance coordinator. Shared services team is headed by Tara Thiel. And on her team, we have 2 communication specialists, Carolina and Mauricio, and 2 leasing agents, Dahlia and Chris. And then in Portland, it's me, it's Andre, who is our COO, and Erica is our property manager. Ivan is our maintenance coordinator, and then we have Bob, Peter, and Michael on the maintenance team. How to get the best response from us? Email is the way to go. We have an internal 8 business hours rule. If you email us, you will always hear back from us within 8 business hours. If you want to talk to us, the best way to do that is schedule a Google Meet with us. All our signatures have schedule a meeting with me tab. You can pick a time that works the best for you over there, and you can be sure that we come to the meeting ready and that we're going to be paying 100% attention to you. We cannot always answer phone call when you are calling us because our days are carefully scheduled. But if it is a true emergency, please feel free to call our office and we will be happy to jump on that. Now, if you're planning to move back and live at your property again, want to talk about rent increases and lease renewals, you don't want to leave it just on us, please reach out to us at least 120 days prior to the effective date so we can adjust our process accordingly. What you can expect from us in 2025. We are planning to hire a business development manager. It's not going to affect our existing owner clients in any way, but our prospective owner clients are going to meet this new great professional. And we are also going to implement Lead Simple, which is one of the key pieces of technology that is going to allow us to serve you better. We're going to be quicker, we're going to be more accurate, and you're going to hear from us at all the important times of the life cycle of your property. For example, rent increases, renewals. It's all going to be streamlined and automated, and we are super excited about rolling this out. I'll let you know once we know more. Of course, want your feedback. If there is anything you would like to tell me, please feel free to email me or scan this QR code and pick a time to talk that works the best for you. Finally, I would like to thank you for your trust and for your partnership. Whether you are an existing owner client or if you're a partner or a prospective client, wish you all the best. Prosperous 2025, happy holidays, and we hope to talk to you and to serve you again in 2025.